जानता देवा भागं यथा पूर्वे संजनाना उपासते समानो मंत्र समिति समानी समानं मनः सह चित्तमेषाम् समानं मंत्र अभिमन्त्रयेव समाने नवो अविशाजुः. Come together, speak together. Let our minds be all of one accord, just as our ancient rishis relegated their duties in such unity. Let our speech be one, united be our voices. May our minds be in union with our thoughts of the wise, sharing a common purpose. May we unite as one. This concluding dictum from the Rig Veda, Mandala 10, Sukta 191, Mantras 1 to 2, declares a unity of humanity beyond all forms of diversity, without a hint of division or discrimination, but rather a harmony of spirit and thought into a coexistence of a single human race. Such a rich tapestry of knowledge, the only Shabda Brahman, Apurushaya, the Vedas, which was intended not for a particular nation, race, country, nor religion, but for all of this Purusha, equally yet uniquely. Sadly, my friends, 150 years ago, this knowledge was all but overshadowed and perverted. Bharat served as the source of this fountainhead of knowledge, rich not only in resources, but a universal culture that bore the thread of humanity and spiritual civilization beyond years. However, onslaught after onslaught, the Bharat of the 18th and 19th centuries was at the lowest ebb of human action, spirituality, and cultural and national identity. Dharma had become a wasteland of creeds and superstitions. National pride was crushed under the imperial boot. The roots of Dharma, culture, and civilization were drying up, dying under the onslaught of a foreign language and a foreign culture, all in the name of reason and so-called success. Humanity, which was born with the eternal message of universal freedom, was reduced to abject slavery. It was at this time that Maharishi Dayananji appeared. With a clear-sighted vision of truth and courage of determination, he preached and worked for the self-respect of all and the vigorous awakening of the mind that could strive for a harmonious adjustment with the progressive spirit of the modern age, yet keep alive the glorious and timeless culture of Bharat. He was the personification of a progressive, dynamic spirit who solely revealed the true Dharma of mankind through the law of Veda. Through his mission, we understand that Swamiji introduced to the world not just the liberation of Bharat, but the liberation of every human soul through a Dharma that was universal. I always say, Bharat was the local example for the global mission. And Swamiji's slogan, as we've continuously been hearing, is Krinvanto Vishwam Aryam, make the whole world noble, not only Bharat. Swamiji clearly defined the difference between Dharma and religion. At the heart of Vedic philosophy lies the concept of Dharma. The first pillar amongst the four Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Dharma, derived from that beautiful Sanskrit word, meaning to sustain or to preserve, embodies the principles and that sustain cosmic order and societal well-being. It serves as a blueprint for harmonious living across the physical, mental, social, and spiritual dimensions, regardless of our diverse beliefs, languages, and the cultures of different people. Dharma points to the universal truth that is relevant for the whole of humanity. It recognizes the rights and duties of all, integrated in the freedom for all, but framed within the context of time, place, and circumstance without conflict of individual and society. This, however, must be in consonance with the permanent values of unity, integrity, and harmony. Thus, Vedic philosophy teaches us to see humanity as one global family. Hence we say, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, regardless of different beliefs, languages, or cultures. There's a beautiful mantra in the Atharva Veda, which I want you to hear carefully too. Janagum bhiprati bahuda vivachasam, nana dharmanam prithvi yataukasam, sahasram dhara dravinasya meduham, druveva dhenur anavaspuranti, which means bearing and sustaining many people, speaking many different languages, and observing different forms of dharma and karma in life, in conduct, and in profession, in many different ways, is just like a family living under the same one home, under the same one roof. Thus, may our Mother Earth, constant, firm, and undisturbed, bless us all equally with streams of wealth, spiritual and material, like the mother cow profusely giving streams of milk steadily, continuously, and patiently. Dharma is the basic framework that suggests how we must conduct our actions, because if we do the right thing on an individual level, everything that surrounds us would be positively impacted by it, creating the harmony that we aspire to. All creatures on this planet abide by the laws of nature. It is only us as human beings who are seen that are hanging between free will and determinism. We have been provided with the special ability to exercise our full power of our inner free will. But it's up to each and every one of us whether we want to use our free will for vice or virtue. Therefore, in order to cultivate a life marked by joy, by purpose, and sustainability, not only for ourselves, but for the prosperity of future generations, it is imperative that we integrate the principles of Dharma, not just through recitation, but through action, through every thought, word, and deed. Dharma is a way of life. The focus is on developing the basic human virtues like compassion, honesty, gratitude, non-violence, etc. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras gives us the Das Yam and Niyam. The yams and niyams are spoken of as the moral codes or right ways of living, and ideally form the foundation of our whole practice. And honoring these ethics as we progress along the path of righteousness and life means that we are being mindful of every action that we take, cultivating a more present and aware state of being. Ahimsa, Satya, Ashtaya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha, Socha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, and Ishvara Pranidhana. For Swami Dayananji, his vision was how one should live and follow one's own spiritual path based on universal and positive values. For the Arya Samaj, he gave us our own 10 principles, which are righteous, rational, and universal for any religion, individual, community, company, or organization. Dharma is all about picking up the right human values, and as I said, putting them into practice, keeping in mind the theory and the concept and the reality of karma, action and reaction, doing good deeds and receiving good, positive results, or the bad deeds yielding our negative results. The universalism of Vedic philosophy allows for full freedom of choice to evolve into a better human being, and there is no compulsion of any kind. There is no need to declare belief in something or in someone, but rather Veda says that there is only one true belief, that is the belief in humanity through the principles of the Veda. The difference, my friends, between the believer and the non-believer is only difference in words. Nature is one, knowledge is one, and the matter of the language culture, tradition, or race is irrelevant. God and Veda are beyond these diversities. Diversities, sadly, through which we cause so much division and hate in the name of that very Veda and God. Diversity is natural, but unity is divine. Veda asserts the unity of humanity, and this is our identity. Manur Bhavajanaya Devyam Janam, O man, be human and create a society of divine enlightened beings. For creating such a divine society, the first condition is for us to realize our humanness and grow to become human. A hero warrior that is freeing ourselves of all our weaknesses and shortcomings. In such a world of unity, humanity, and familial fraternity, with all our personal, professional, and cultural diversities, we must never forget that one is for all and all is for one. We are because I am because we are. For creating this, we have to do it together. This is where religion permanently imprisons its believers within the narrow and rigid boundaries of just one book, with no freedom of human inquiry. This is the biggest difference between foreign religions and the Bharat Dharma-based system of living. One has the ability to bind, but the other has the ability to liberate. When the followers of different religions first came to Bharat, they got accepted as any other human being. But their faith came in the way of mingling freely with the benevolent hosts. And for the hosts, it was very strange to discover their unusual attachment to faith identity and the associated negative bias based on it. Today we see that in the name of religion, it has caused more war, more division, more hatred and violence in the race to define a narrow sense of identity in the guise of God, realization and salvation. Today, the world is realizing more and more the values of Dharma. More and more Vedic philosophies have transformed the thinking pattern of many in the modern world. The rise of yoga, the vegan movement, love for all animal life, the respect for the environment, meditation and sadhana. It is only Vedic Dharma that places strong emphasis on the harmony between nature, human needs and spirituality. The interconnectedness of all things is at the core of Dharma, which promotes the balance and harmony between all aspects of creation. The concept of ahimsa, non-violence, plays a significant role in promoting harmony between nature and human needs. Ahimsa encourages us to act with compassion and empathy towards every single sentient being, including animals and the environment. By treating nature with respect and reverence, we can achieve a better balance between our needs and those of the natural world. Vedic philosophy promotes harmony through the reverence of the natural phenomena. By honoring devatas such as the sun, moon, rivers, and other natural elements, we acknowledge our interconnectedness of humans and nature. And this helps us cultivate a deeper appreciation for the natural world and our place within it. There's that beautiful bhajan which goes, Nadiya na piya kabhi apna jal, vriksha na khaye kabhi apna phal, apne tan ko, man ko, dhan ko, dharma ko de dhan re, wo sacha insan re. It says what? Rivers never drink their own water. The trees do not eat of their own fruit. But one who dedicates their body, mind and wealth to Dharma, such a person is ideal. Like this too, the sun shines its light, warmth and energy to all without discrimination, without hesitation, without taking a vacation. How much more apt than seeing such selfless harmony in nature? This is the message of our Vedas through Dharma. However, my friends, Like this too, let us realize that social challenges like poverty, unemployment, alcoholism, drug abuse, gender-based violence, and all of these also do not discriminate. And as such, only by working and fighting to